Guys, coming back at you with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a subject that someone suggested in the comments. Today we are going to be addressing the GTR, the Nissan GTR fanboys. I'm not trying to offend anyone, I'm just stating my opinion. Right, the first thing that I want to say is that I like GTRs. Who doesn't? But I don't have a burning passion for GTRs. Like, oh, I see a GTR driving on the road. I'm like, hey, that's a GTR. Maybe I'll get a clip of it. Maybe not. 50-50 chance if I'm really feeling the GTR that day. But they're alright in my book. I don't have any beef against them. They're cool. What you can do to them is cool. The speeds that they can get to is insane. 0 to 60 in under 3 seconds in more recent models. The 2010s and those ones, they were like 3.5 seconds, almost 4 seconds, and they only had like mid 400 horsepower, but that's alright. That's alright. We're talking about recent stuff right now. And yeah, I don't have any problem with GTRs. I don't think anybody has a problem with the GTR, but they have a problem with the GTR fanboys, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. What we're really getting at is we're getting at someone that thinks that the GTR is absolutely incredible, and we're coming from a perspective that thinks the GTR is not a driver-focused car, and that's where its flaws come in. So we're saying that the GTR has incredible handling and stuff like that around the track, like it can beat an Aventador around the Nürburgring, but then we follow through over here and we're saying it's a video game. There's no driver engagement. It's just, you're just holding the steering wheel and it's going through the paces. From other side, that's incredible. It just destroys lap times and stuff like that. But why do you think the 911R is so expensive right now? Because it has the driver engagement. It's not super fast. It's not a hypercar. It's not insane, but it has that driver engagement, that soul to it. The GTR has no soul. Big thing, like the guy who commented, hey, you should address the GTR fanboys, and then immediately someone else commented, like, oh, you can't talk crap about the GTR. It has amazing handling. It beats the Aventador around the track. It does all this, and this. But first of all, it's a V6. It sounds horrible. It sounds like my lawnmower. It's a piece of garbage. Like, the exhaust on that is a piece of garbage. That's what I'm getting at. Like, you need to throw like an Armored Tricks or Akrapovic exhaust on there or something like that to make it sound any good. And, like, another argument is, what category do we put the Nissan GTR in? Some are saying sports car, supercar, others might say hypercar, I have no idea, but this might make some people really mad. I'm putting the GTR in the tuner category. It basically is a tuner car. 90% of GTRs out there have some sort of tune or modification on them to make them have 1800 horsepower. You can go out and get yourself a used GTR for 50 grand or under, probably, high miles, and you can send it over to Alpha or Rocket Bunny or something like that, and they can throw a Alpha 16 package on there or Alpha 12 package for a little over 100 grand. That's ridiculous. That spikes it up to well over 1,000 pounds-foot of torque, almost 2,000 horsepower, and I think the Alpha 16 package, that's 1.5 seconds to 60. That's absolutely incredible. That's insane. 1.6 seconds to 60? Like, how is that even possible? Oof. But that's why I'm putting the GTR in the tuner category, because, who really is running a stock GTR? The thing that I want to address is other cars in that range, like the NSX and maybe the Ford GT. That's what I'm afraid. I'm afraid the new Ford GT, since it's a V6 twin turbo and it's supposed to have all this crazy technology and stuff like that, it's gonna be like another soulless GTR. The original early 2000 Ford GT had tons of soul. It had tons of character. It was an awesome driver's car. I mean, it broke down 3/4 of the time, but it was still an incredible driver's car. And that's what I'm afraid with this new Ford GT configuration with the V6 twin turbo, that it's going to be another soulless lap. I don't know. Just like how the NSX is panning out to be the new 2017 NSX. It's got the V6, it's got the electric motors, it's got all that stuff that makes it incredibly fast, like it beats an Aventador in a straight line. But I mean, where is the where's the soul? Where's the driving experience? So I'm gonna end the video right here. What do you guys think about the GTR as a whole? I mean, they're great cars. They're great entry entry level sports cars slash tuner cars. We'll say that they're sports cars slash tuner cars that you can, bump up to 2,000 horsepower for an extra 100 grand, and you're paying less money than you would pay for a 570, a McLaren 570, because those are going for like 175 to 215, and you could pick up a used GTR for 50 grand, and you could throw a Alpha 12 kit on that for another 100 grand and get your 1,800 horsepower and, destroy some kids. But what do you guys think about the GTR? I don't hate it, I don't love it, neutral, just like the NSX, and I'm hoping the new Ford GT will be completely different from those. It'll have an experience to it. And yeah, what do you guys think? Comment below if you like this video at all, or you hate me for judging the GTR and the people that love it. Yeah, comment, like, and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.